Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for function and graph. Given a function, we have the fx which is equals to the square root of x minus 5. Shows that fx is a one-to-one function. So by using the algebraic method, we have the f x sub 1 which is equals to f x sub 2. Kindly substitute square root x sub 1 minus 5 equals to square root x sub 2 minus the 5. Kindly square both sides. So if we square both sides, and we will have x sub 1 minus the 5, which is equals to x sub 2 minus the 5. So x sub 1 equals to x sub 2. So fx is one-to-one function because x sub 1 equals to x sub 2. Then f inverse of x exists. B. Find the domain and the range. So this one later on we will refer to the situation and then determine the domain and range. C. Determine the inverse function of fx and state its domain and range. So let's find the inverse. Let y is equals to fx. So f inverse of y which is equals to x. So y is equals to square root x minus the 5. So square both sides, then we will have y squared which is equals to x minus the 5. Continue, x is equals to y squared plus with the 5. So f inverse of the x, where we have x squared plus with the 5. So question said, state its domain and the range. So this one later on we were referring to the graph, only determine the domain and the range for the f inverse. D. Sketch the graph for the function fx and f inverse on the same axis. So kindly refers to the fx. Step number 1, find the domain. So since we have the square root situation, so x minus the 5 greater equals to 0, so x greater equals to 5. So the domain for the f which is equals to 5 until infinity. Second step, we have the starting point. So the starting point will be x is equals to 5. So if we substitute into the situation, so we have f5 which is equals to 0. So the starting point will be 5, 0. Step number 3, kindly refers to the coefficient. So the coefficient for the x is a positive. So if it's a positive, so the direction will be moving towards the right. So kindly refers to the graph. We have the 5, 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5, 0 is over here. So the graph will be something like this, where we have fx which is equals to square root x minus the 5. Next, by using the reflection about the y is equals to x in order to sketch the f inverse. So here we have the coordinate 5, 0. Continue. Next, sketch the f inverse. So by referring to the situation, so the f inverse actually is a quadratic. Then do remember, we must have one-to-one function. Refers to the graph of fx. We have the 5, 0. So if it reflects about the y is equals to x, then we will have 0, 5. So let's say here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here will be the coordinate. Then we will have 0, 5. So if we reflect, the graph will be something like this. So here we have the f inverse of x, which is equals to x squared plus with the 5. So refers to the question, we have the domain for the f and the range for the f. Then we have the domain for the f inverse and range for the f inverse. So kindly refers to the question, we have the domain for f, where we have 5 until infinity. As for the range, the minimum point would be 0 until infinity. Next, refers to the domain for the f inverse, refers to the x, value for x in green in color. So we have the starting point, start from 0 until infinity. Then, for the range for f inverse, kindly refers to the value y. So the minimum value, which is equals to 5 until infinity.
If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this channel and share this video to your friend. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.